So we're reviewing section 6.2, radicals and rational exponents. When you see it written this way, the way that you say it is that b is the nth root of a. So let's just do some problems. We'll do monitoring progress 1. And the directions say to find the real nth root of a. So n equals 3 and a equals negative 125. Okay, using your vocabulary. What's the name of this inside? Not the square root. What's inside? Radicand. Very good. So what's the radicand in this problem? Negative 125. Very good. And the number out here is called the index. So what's the index in this problem? 3. So you need to think about what 3 numbers do I multiply together, that it's the same number, to get negative 125. Negative 5. Good. Because negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5 equals negative 125. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to example monitoring progress 3. It says now to evaluate it. Oh look, it's the same problem. So the cube root of negative 125, you guys just figured that out, is negative 5. Okay, number 4. So some of you guys can do this in your head. Most of you guys will have to take the extra step to write it out. So I'm going to be like most people because I make a lot of little mistakes. So I'm going to write it out. Okay, what's the radicand here? 2 is not the radicand. What's the radicand? Negative 64. What's the index? 3. Good. And 2 is what? The exponent. Okay, good. Alright, so let's work from the inside out. What number do I multiply 3 times to get negative 64? 8 times 8 is twice. 4 times 4 is 16. Times 4 is 64. So it's not just 4, it's really negative 4. So that's just the inside part. Negative 4 squared is 16. There you go. Good job. Okay, let's put monitoring progress 5 here. So 9 to the 5 halves. Okay, again, I am that kid that needs to do the extra step. Alright, what's my radicand? 9. What's my index? 2. But I don't need to write it. So if it's blank, it's automatically 2. So what am I missing now? Which is called the exponent. Good. So what's the square root of 9? 3. Okay, those of you with your little calculators, what's 3 to the 5th power? 243. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to check your work using a scientific calculator, and every calculator is a little different. I borrowed this from a student, so I'm going to turn it on. I figured out that the 4th root of 256 is 4 to the 3rd power is 64. So now I'm going to check my work. I'm going to use this key right here, which is y to the x. So I'm going to put in my original problem, which is 256. I'm going to press y to the x. I'm going to put parentheses because it's a fraction. 3 divided by 4, close parentheses, and then I press enter. 64, and I checked my work. Give myself a happy face. Yay.